Can you tell me about the last time you did an online shop?
No problem, Jake. Glad to be here. It was about 2, 3 days ago. I was shopping for tires actually. Um, and yeah, I just went about. I obviously don't know much about tires. I went and checked what the readings are on the car, the measurements, that the dimensions of the tire, etc., the specs, I guess. Um, and did a bit of research as to see which ones are good first on Google, like randomly put them up and see what brands are good, what other people are saying. I have previously, I think last year, purchased from a website called Hyperdrive. So I loved that experience, whereas it was very, you just place the order and then they tell me a place to go, a fitting place, and then I just drive in, and it was very hassle free. So I remember that experience, and I wanted to have the same this time around. I knew the website or the vendor that I'll buy from, but I wasn't sure which brand and what prices are there, etc. So I did a bit of shopping around, etc. And the website also had a few promotions going on. Like there were some tire brands that were on clearance, so I ended up buying one of those. Yeah, set of those.
Right. So maybe set the scene for me. Why were you looking for tires? What was sort of prompted that?
Yeah, so I was told at the last service, which was about 3 months back, that the rear tires are on their way out, and it'll probably fail the next WAF, which is in September, so in another 6 months' time. Um, and since we have a kid now, and obviously tires are the only thing that's touching the ground, so you need those to be, those need to be really good. Doesn't matter how good the rest of the car is, right? You don't want to slide about. So yes, so to set the scene, I knew that it was an impending expense, and I wanted to get a head start, and also with family in mind, I just wanted to be as safe as possible on the road, and not wait until um, the regular, like the WAF people tell me to change it. I just want it to be done far
Okay,
ahead. Yeah.
cool. So you were shopping for tires because you've had a warrant, a fitness done, which said your
Mm.
tires were on their way out, and you were doing that for new family reasons. That you've just got a new baby, and you wanted the car to be super safe. You mentioned that you previously shopped, I think, Hypermark or something. I think I know the shop. Um, what what were the places you were looking this time? Did you look at that place this time?
Hyperdrive, yeah, I think
Hyperdrive,
it's an
yeah.
on, yeah, it's an online
Yeah,
store. I looked at another one called Chatura,
right.
and I went and looked at Bridgestone's official website in New Zealand, but they didn't display a lot of options or prices, and I wasn't sure what was going on, and it required me to contact their distributors over the phone, which I wasn't super keen on doing at the time.
Right.
Um, and then, yeah, I guess in my mind, I, like I said, I had a really good experience the previous time with Hyperrev, and I kind of had that mental note of thinking, this is the place I want to buy from. It's just a matter of figuring out which set of tires I'm buying from them. But I did have a look around, and nothing else deviated me. Like no other price was as attractive as theirs. There was nothing else to deter that decision.
Right. So yeah, so your previous experience was really good. Can you walk me through your experience with Hyperdrive? What were your steps to look for tires? What was
Yeah.
the experience like?
So they have a search option where we could put the specs like uh, the profile, the wheel size, and whatever else. So three numbers that you have to put. So they have a neat. So when you click on search, you're provided with two different fields. Sorry, three fields. So you enter those. They also have the option to search by your car rego. But I found that for some weird reason, when I put my rego in, the tires that they suggested wasn't as the selection wasn't as broad as I found by using the other option. So I resorted to the other option where I just added the dimensions myself, and then it gave me quite a lot of choices. And I obviously, it's, economy right now is tough. You don't want to go all in on tires, so I did sort it out by low to high price. But obviously, I stay away from unknown brands. So I kept scrolling until I good got to the good ones, which I believe are either Bridgestone, Continental, or Michelin. Those are stuff. Michelin is super expensive. Bridgestone is also super expensive. Continentals, they had a sale going on. Luckily for me. Yeah, so that was the process. I used their search option and I just added the dimensions I wanted and sorted by low to high and just kept scrolling. And then I earmarked, okay, this is a good price. This tire is it's quite average and it works. Like I'm not street racing, so it works quite well for us. And then I did copy that URL and had it in one of my notepads. And then I went on Google and did a kind of read some reviews from some random websites that I could find what other people have told or written about it. Because I have a thing where I don't really trust the reviews that I see on the website. Because they're part of promotions and all that. So I go, I went for a third party website to see what they thought about the tire, and it turned out it wasn't that bad.
Okay. So you've gone to Hyperdrive, used the search, entered the dimensions, scrolled through the list, worry about non-brands and also the expensive brands. And then what tires did you choose? Was there any factors behind that? You did mention about your family. Were you looking for any particular tires that would be suitable for the safety?
Yeah, I was specifically looking out for tires that perform well or grip well in all conditions, especially in Auckland. So especially wet. Um, Wet conditions. I read through. So yeah, how well they do in the wet was a big factor, as well as comfort and quietness is something else as well. Because as again, previous experience last year when I changed the tires in my wife's car, we went for a brand a tire that was specifically made for comfort, and the it was a stark difference from what we had before. It was like just popping in and around shops, etc. It's quite comfortable. There's far less noise, and I wanted to have the same thing with the new tires as well. So since obviously safety is a big factor, I wanted it to be a good wet tire as well and comfort essentially.
Okay, so you mentioned previously you went for a tire that was comfort. What was the tire that you chose this time?
Last time,
No, this time. This time when
uh,
you were looking for tires.
yeah. So this time around, again, I believe I was constrained by budget mostly because I wanted to get one of those top three like good brand tires. Um, and I yeah, because those tires are expensive for my car. They run flats and everything.
Mhm.
Um, Essentially, I paid more, like about $200 more for the two tires this time than what I spent for the four tires in the other car.
Right.
So budget was a big factor, and one of the reasons, or the only reason that I ended up buying this versus a better brand or a
Right.
higher reviewed or rated tire. So I essentially